answer your question, the models of the 70s, 80s do not compare to the models of today. The Instagram models that get famous and they put into Vogue, the Kylie Jenners and the Gigi Hadids and the Bella Hadids. I mean, they are very pretty women, but they're not supermodels. I'm sorry. I don't agree with, you see them in advertising and Vogue uses them because they have millions and millions and millions of followers. And what Vogue has a subscription of 800,000, and Kylie Jenner has got 25 million people following her, something like that.
Do you think it's like nepotism, like Kendall Jenner, Gigi Hadid?
Well, even Lisa's daughters are models too, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Delilah Bell.
Not on the level of Gigi and
They're
Bella.
never on the level of the girls from the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. We were fabulous.
You were.
The models came from. There's no such thing as supermodels anymore.
What we did was we would painstakingly get pinned by Yves Saint Laurent and Karl Lagerfeld, who would fit the clothes on us that we wore in the shows. One time I was pinned so tightly for a Valentino show that prior to the show, I started drinking a bunch of champagne, and it was at the bottom of the stairs in Rome, for anyone out there that knows geography. And I walked to the end of the runway, and it was completely dark after knocking back a couple of beautiful champagne goblets on silver trays. And I walked right off the end of the runway into the lap of Sophia Loren and Marcello Mastroianni. And I just kept walking off the runway, and I did a somersault into their laps. And I was in Sophia Loren's breasts and going, "Oh, Miss Loren, I'm such a fan," when I came to. And Marcello Mastroianni picked me up and put me back on the runway, smacked me on my ass, and just said,
"You went
bellissima," and it looked staged. But Valentino was so pissed. He was grabbing his hair like this backstage. "You have ruined my show! You have ruined my show forever!" Boy, I lost millions of dollars worth of free advertising. I mean, paid advertising from walking off his runway. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the modeling industry. I mean, do you think because there's a lot of talk the Gigi Hadid, the Kendall Jenner, did they buy their way in?
Well, I think that the Vogue bought their way in for trying to get their viewership.